Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome to the Plant Room. In today's edition of the Plant Spot, we're going to highlight what is commonly referred to as a Chinese money tree. I think that's what they call it. Nonetheless, if you like this type of content, stick around. All right. As I mentioned, I'm not sure what the correct name of this plant is. I hear it referred to as the money tree. I personally got this plant at Walmart. It was overwatered, dying, and looking really pathetic. I purchased this plant back in 2022, July of 2022, I believe. We'll actually insert a picture of what it looked like when I got it. She was about yay tall. Nonetheless, I actually find this plant to be fairly easy to grow. Online, I see a lot of people struggling with this plant. And I see a lot of recommendations to pot it, change it, unbraid it, do those type of things to it. I recently repotted this plant, I want to say 2-3 months ago. I upsized her from the little Walmart plant she was in into this clear pot. I did not disturb the roots. I literally just popped her out of what she was in and put her in this pot. She's been fairly easy to grow for me. I did not undo her braiding. You can see her trunk is still braided. I think with this plant, let's see, her trunk is braided. And turn it around this way so you can see a little bit, maybe if I lift up. Is that a good shot? Can you see it braided? She's still braided and she still has that tie at the top. I have not changed any of that. I let her do her own thing. She's been sitting in the kitchen and she sits in, I want to say, a northwest type of situation. She gets light from the west and from the north. It's really bright light, but there's no direct sun. She enjoys being watered. As of late, I find myself watering her about once a week. I haven't had any pest pressures with this plant. She just continues to grow. At this point, right now, she sits on a pedestal so that she can get, all that bright light. If she continues to grow at this rate, she'll be on the floor soon because she's not very stable there. So when I water her, she gets fertilized with every watering. Right now, I was using foliage focus. I think that's what it's called. But as of late, I've been using what everybody loves, that stinky fish stuff. Since the weather is good and you can kind of open the window a little bit to let it air out. She seems to appreciate that fertilization. She gets fertilized with every watering. As far as her leaves, I try to put her in the sink and tip her over to rinse her leaves off, but that's not very easy to do. And I am not a fan of taking my plants outside. So yeah, she doesn't get her leaves cleaned as often as I would like. But other than that, she's fairly easy to grow. What I find is that she doesn't really like to be moved. She's been in that position since I brought her home. And what I see online, people, they bring them home, they repot them immediately, which, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, is probably not a good idea. When I brought her home, she was soaked. I mean, she was dripping water. And all I did was take her out of the catchpole that she was in, and I let her dry out on her own. I didn't water her for almost a month until she was, at a point where she needed water again. I'm a firm, and this is just me, I'm a firm believer that the trunk being braided has absolutely nothing to do with how the plant is living. This plant, when I took her out of her pot, even though I didn't disturb the roots, I didn't find any cages on her or anything of that nature. So again, I just plopped her out and put her back into an upsized pot. And she's been doing well. So my advice for this plant to get her to grow like this one is growing is find a spot that she's happy in. And if you have that spot, don't move her. Leave her there. She'll appreciate that. Water her when she's dry. And when I say dry, I don't mean bone dry, but if you can stick your finger in the soil and you can get a knuckle in and it doesn't feel moist, or use a chopstick. Stick a chopstick in, and if it comes out and it's dry, then water your plant. If it comes out and it has soil still stuck to it, don't water her. She's not a fan of overwatering. The roots, let me see if I can pick her up again. You can see some of the roots. They're very, very fine. Her roots are not, how do you understand? They're not chunky roots. They're very thin roots. So they do have a propensity of being overwatered and potentially getting root rot. So you want to be careful with your watering. Again, like I said, as of late, I think it's because of the season change. In the wintertime, I was watering her once a week. I'm finding myself having to water her maybe every 4 or 5 days. And she lets me know. Her leaves get droopy. She looks a hot mess. She's thirsty. But other than that, that's all I've got for you on this plant. She's a quick grower. She's really pretty when the leaves come out. You know, she's way up there, so I can't really show you, but they look like little umbrellas, and then they start to get bigger and bigger. Yeah, a good one to have, especially if you're looking for a statement plant, because they grow fairly quick and they can quickly turn into a statement. And that's another thing. If you're planning to grow it and not chop it, because I have no intentions of chopping this one, you want to find a space where she can actually grow to her potential, where she can stretch her little fan type leaves and get as tall as she wants to be. So this is my spotlight plant. Are you growing one? Do you have one? Are you struggling with it? Leave me a comment. Let's talk about it. Again, thank you for stopping by. This was the edition of the Plant Spot. Hope to see you guys soon. Don't forget, like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Talk to you real soon. Bye, guys.